It's the agents of Nightvault!
And we're back once more in the Mirrored City, and we have we've played Mollog and the Hunt. We're not going to play there again, are we?
No, I'm playing the Hunt again.
Oh, Pete played the Hunt.
This is awkward. Oh.
But anyway, yes. So we played the New War bands. We had a few games with those, and then we've asked our patrons on Patreon who they'd like to see next. They've given us a list of 10, and now Pete and I are working our way through those at random. And tonight I have randomly picked the Orcs, the Ironskulls boys, and Peter randomly picked the Godsworn Hunt.
Yes, and as you will have seen from our deck videos, which if you haven't watched those, maybe go and look at them. It will give you a bit of an insight into our crazy. We have no idea, as Robin said, who we're fighting against, so we've had to try and come up with really tournament-specific kind of decks. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, this one.
Yes, it is, and I've already got a quandary. Do I get rid of my objectives? Don't I? I've flip-flopped off camera for about 20 minutes, and I'm still flip-flopping now. We haven't actually started properly. What shall I do? I think I'm going to hold on to them. It's probably a mistake, but never mind.
Well, we shall find out. And Robin has, as always, lost the initial roll for board placement, so I placed them in this lengthy fashion like so. Robin's gone for some lethal hexes over there, but I've stuck them away from me. And yeah, I'm just trying to minimise the amount of contact we're going to come into with each other here. So whether that works or not, we shall find out. Placed objectives 1 and 2 over here, and then we've got 3, 4 and 5 over there, and that's about it for the setup. So now we've got a roll to see who sets up a model first, or who chooses to set up a model first. So the Hunt get one of each. Oh, just missing the crit. I've rolled a couple more crits than you now so far. I think I'm wasting all my crits.
That's what normally happens. Although actually in the first roll off you didn't roll any crits, but just I rolled even less rubbish.
Yes, that's true. Yes, yeah. I thought for once I was going to lose that, and you still managed to pull it out of the bag.
I can always lose that roll.
Yep. So I'm going to. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to let you place one first.
Okay.
You will finish before me.
I'm going to start with my man Basher. And I'm going to put in...
Your man Basher. Well, that's what he's got. He's got a man Basher. Here. I'm going to put Jagathra right there in the middle.
Ooh, okay. Gurzag. Here.
Ooh. In that case, I shall put the Doge there.
I'm going to put Bonecutter here.
Ooh, the plot thickens. So I'm going to put Olo there.
I'm going to put Basher. Not Basher. Hacker here.
Okay, so for my final ones, I'm going to put Thedra here, Shond there, and Grundan there. Could be a juicy start to the game, but you're all set up all the way over the back there, so have you gone for an objective Orc deck? We shall find out. So now we get a roll to see who gets to pick who goes first. You finish setting up first as always, you get +1 crit. So the Orcs get...
1 and 2 doubles.
So just your crit and your 2 doubles. Crit and a single will win it. No, just 2 doubles. Okay, Robin, you won the roll, so you get to pick who's going to go first.
I am going to go first. Is that the right thing to do? Who knows?
Not a clue.
But I'm not going to go first. I'm going to let you go first.
Boo. So my first action then, I'm going to move. I'm going to move Olo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Olo. And that's me.
Ending in the power step?
Nothing at the moment.
Okay. I am going to play Shard Gale.
Oh, things just got interesting. I mean, and by interesting, I mean fucking terrifying.
Could be a mistake. Could equally not be a mistake.
Suddenly, everybody I've got is in 1-shot range. I mean, most people quite closely in 1-shot range anyway, but even more so now.
All of mine are inspired.
Nothing for me still.
Okay, so my first activation. That's my plan's pretty much gone straight out the window. I'm going to charge with Hacker and go 1, 2 to there.
Oh, it's gutsy.
So it's 3 swords. If I get a crit, he has cleave. I don't think that makes any difference.
No, because I've got dodges.
Oh, Brilliant.
Ooh.
Oh dear. That's, everything has gone.
Oh
Pete
dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Pete Tong. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'll just say again. Oh dear.
Anything in your power step?
I'm just going to cry a little bit. No.
Okie dokie. I'm going to play Haymaker.
Oh.
+2 dice on my next attack. But then no defence.
Okay.
Anything else for you?
I'm going to play Quick Advance.
Ooh.
Which again might be hasty.
So both guys move 1.
So I'm going to move Burncut onto there. Just going to drop Hacker back. So not really Quick Advance at all.
Quick retreat!
Quick retreat, yeah.
Quick group up in the middle.
Yeah. Just so you do at least have to. You can't just free hit him with Grundon.
Yep. It's on to my second activation. So for my second activation, I'm going to charge with Jagathra.
Oh.
And she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there.
Hello.
Hello. Now she normally rolls 3 for her javelin, but with Haymaker that makes it 5. And it's 2 damage because she charged.
Nice.
Charge counter there. Oh!
That'd be
2 crits and 2 successes.
He's not
That's
dead.
2 damage.
He's not dead.
I'm not dead yet.
But he's hobbling a little bit. Hacker has been hacked.
Hacked to pieces.
Hacker to hacker.
And in my power step, that's it. I don't have anything to play.
Okay, I've got nothing to play either.
Yes, on to your second activation.
So for my second activation, so I'm going to move Basher onto objective 4.
Anything in your power step?
No. I'm going to blow. I'm going to say that.
What were you going to say? I'm going to blow?
I was going to blow Basher off. I blew him off the objective with my exhalation.
I ain't gonna judge. I ain't judging.
I can't beat me a bit of Orruk. Hacker's feeling like nobody else read the manual.
What the hell, guys? So for my third activation, I'm going to charge with Thedra. Just going to go 1, 2, 3. 4. Just in case.
In case of what?
I'm going to play Fearless Strike, which is a reaction. Play this during a friendly fighter's attack action. Before the attack roll, if that fighter has no supporting fighters, any rolls a single assist in the attack roll are successes.
Oh, so it's like a one-shot Helpful Whiskers.
It is a bit like Helpful Whiskers for a one-time effect. So Thedra rolls 2 hammers, so I need hammers, crits, and single assists.
Okay. That's a
That's
hammer.
a hammer. And a single assist.
Oh, nice. So I do need
So
a
you
crit,
do need
or
a
Hacker
crit
is
for this.
kaput.
No! So Hack's
First
dead.
blood.
First blood to me! And in my power step, I'm going to play Grundan's Path on Grundan, which inspires him. Woo. And now, if he charges, he uses hammers and swords are successes.
All gone horribly wrong. I mean, big boo-boo.
However, he's got a way to go. There's a lot of ground.
Now you move 5.
Well, that is true. He does move 5. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Big boo-boo.
Hoo-hoo.
I'm going to move Gurzag. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 onto there.
Ooh. Is there anything in your power step?
No.
No, okay. So in my fourth go round, I'm just going to move Grundan forwards. 1, 2, 3 to there. And that's me done. Nothing in my power step. Anything for you?
No.
Okay there. So on to your fourth final go.
My fourth or final go. Now, shall I swap an objective or shall I swap a power card?
I was going to say some of your guys could still move, but that would be stupid, given I think you're going for supremacy.
Yeah. For my fourth activation, I'm going to... Oh, it's a tough one, Pete. It's a tough one. I'm going to pick up a power card.
Ooh. Okay. And your power step?
My power step, I've got nothing to do.
Okay.
You've got anything to do?
I have nothing to do. So we're on to the end phase. So, I went first.
You did.
So I've scored Fired Up. Yay! Somebody's inspired. And I've scored Extreme Flank.
I can see that. I could do nothing about it.
I haven't scored the last one, but I am going to keep hold of it because I think it's going to be useful. And of my other cards, I'm going to keep both of those as well. So I'm going to draw three power cards and 2 upgrades.
Okay, I'm scored Supremacy.
Ooh.
But unfortunately, I didn't score What Armour.
I presume that means you're getting rid of it.
And I'm going to get rid of it. Yeah, I kind of had to take. I got What Armour and something else, which I'm also going to get rid of. I'll tell you. And I didn't know whether to go for it. I thought Hack is my one chance. I had Shargal, so he was inspired. So if I get a crit, I score What Armour. But I didn't. I don't necessarily score it because you might say. But I probably should have swapped out my objectives. I also have Well Guarded, and there was no way I could score Well Guarded and Supremacy.
No. But if you do manage that, you've cheated. With Oryx, anyway.
So I'm going to get rid of that. And I think I'm going to get rid of Transfixing Stare, which is one of my ploys, because actually this warband is not the warband for Transfixing Stare.
You need more bodies, I think, for Transfixing Stare, so you can lob somebody who's disposable up
exactly.
and then go for someone.
Or less. Your opponents have less bodies, because if I use it, then you tap somebody else. And I know Grundon is within 2 of Gurzag and he's powerful, but I think there's probably better cards in my deck.
Yes, you could be right.
So. I wish I could remember what cards I had in my deck. I'm going to play Champion's Fortitude on my man Gurzag. And I'm going to play Horrifying Armour on my man Gurzag.
Ooh. What's Horrifying Armour do? I don't remember.
Horrifying Armour, -1 wound.
Ouch.
So he's down 2 wounds. Adjacent enemy fighters' attack actions have -1 dice
Ooh.
to a minimum of 1.
Oh, that's nasty.
So I've gone for that.
Get back.
So I'm going to keep the other card. And I'm going to drop 4 new ones of these. And 3 new objectives.
Okay, so now it's time to roll for round 2. So the Oryx get a crit and a double. The Hunt get double and single. And a... No. So what are you going to do, Robin?
I don't know. I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Okay, make a charge action with Gurzag. My first activation. I think I'm just all out throwing plan to the wind now. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 with Gurzag here.
Oh, interesting.
To here. And I'm going to attack. Obviously,
I'm gonna give him a bunch of flags.
Yeah, so it's only two hammers because I haven't got any positive upgrades.
Yep, so that's against Thedra.
It's a hammer and a crit.
Oh, that's enough. So
it's 3 damage dealt.
Thedra's dead.
And a vital glory.
That's a dead Thed. Oh, wait a minute.
Hang on. He's got a card.
Hang on.
Put it back.
So
he's going to play a reaction. He's going to roll a dice.
Trying to work out which one I'm going to do.
Oh, he got more than 1.
Yeah.
Dirty.
So I'm going to play Last Chance, which is a reaction, blah, 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 roll dice, and if the result would not normally be a success for this fighter, I ignore the damage from the attack action.
Would not normally be a success.
Not normally be a success. So I want shields, singles, or double assists.
So I want you to get a crit or a dodge.
Yeah.
Basically. It's quite a good card.
2/3. Ah!
8.
Bloody flipping!
Come on!
Poxy dice!
I think we should just give up. Or you should just give up.
I think I should just give up. Stupid dice.
So I get 1 for that.
Yes, you do get 1 for killing Thedra.
And I don't score any extras.
Stupid dice.
Okay, and I'm going to spend in this crazy world that I live in. I'm going to put sudden growth on Gurzag.
Oh bloody hell!
Then it's your turn if you want to do anything.
I'm going to play Determined Effort.
Oh, I spent that.
To give me +1 attack dice next turn.
I'm going to use Inspired Command.
Ooh.
Choose a friendly fighter other than your leader and push them up to 1 hex and put them on guard. You can only play this if your leader is on the battlefield.
Other than your leader.
Other than your leader, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to charge, which would be silly if I didn't because I already used Determined Effort. I'm going to charge with Shond. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Okay, so I normally roll 2 dice. I get 1 extra for Determined Effort, but I lose 1 because of, is it Horrifying Armour?
Horrifying Armour, yes.
It's quite horrifying. So here we go, 2 dice. Need swords.
And so it continues.
So in my power step, I'm going to put Deathly Fortitude on Shons to inspire him.
Oh, hello.
And then as a result of that,
You're going to play...
Ready for Action! And I'm going to have another go at him. Now he rolls 3 dice, but I'm still rolling 2 because of your
he's
armor.
inspired.
He's inspired, he rolls 3 dice. He now has Cleave.
Oh, cheeky.
Oh, it's a crit!
And a hammer.
So,
no,
I need sword. So you do need a crit.
So I need a crit, but
and you can re-roll it.
I get 2 goes at it. No.
So it's like a, guaranteed.
And...
Oh, you no! It all! Dice! Those have both inspired, so quickly put some inspired tokens there for them. And that's done me a great lot of nothing. And as a result of that, I don't think Ready for Action has ever paid off for me. Ever in the history of my gaming career.
If anybody wants to go back and watch all of our videos,
yeah, please do let me know
whether Ready for Action's ever done Pete any favours.
I don't think I've ever managed to get it off. And I don't think my odds are that bad.
I'm sorry about that, Pete. Is that why you're feeling a little frustrated?
And in my power step, I have nothing to do.
So in the power step, I'm going to put Bag of Tricks on Basher.
Okay.
And then in my second activation, I'm going to take an action with a charge action. Well, it's not a charge action. I'm going to make an action with Basher. I'm going to use Bag of Tricks.
Ooh. One of those rare situations where he's on guard and he has a charge token next to him as well.
A bit premature, maybe, but I've done it now. So
you now get to pick.
Yeah.
Don't you get to rifle through your deck?
I do, yeah.
And find the card you want and then shuffle it all up afterwards.
Yes.
Very nice.
Remember what I actually need.
So on to my second activation. I'm just going to move the dog 1, 2, 3 onto objective numero uno, and nothing in my power step.
Okay, I've got nothing in your power step either.
Okay, onto your third go.
My third activation, I'm going to take a card.
And your power step?
My power step, I've got nothing to do.
Okay, neither do I. So on to my third go. And I'm going to charge with Olo.
Hello.
Got a move token for the Doge there. So Olo's going to charge 1, 2 to there. Because he does have a range of 3 with his burr. And he rolls 2 swords, and your armour doesn't affect me because I'm not adjacent to you.
No.
So 2 swords, and I get single assists as well.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, that was nice.
Yep.
Couple of crits, so you can't stop that one.
No.
Wish I had the objective in my hand, that would have been nice. 1 damage.
1 damage, okay.
And I'm not going to push you back. And in my power step, I have nothing to do.
So how many turns is my final activation?
It's your 4th go. 4th and finale.
4th and final activation. I'm going to draw another card.
Ooh. Anything in your power step?
Yes. I'm going to play Ghoulish Pact.
Ooh.
Of all things.
On
Hacker. So he takes a damage. Basher. He takes a damage.
He takes another damage.
So he's down to 2.
Ooh.
I'm going to put Hard Head on him.
Ooh, what's that one?
With this fighter suffers damage, reduce that damage to 1 by 1 to a minimum of 1.
You do realise that doesn't stop Gurzag killing him?
Ah, but it means 3 upgrades have been played this turn.
I see. I wonder why that's important. I can't work that out. Okay, so on to my 4th go.
Yes. It's almost like that took a lot longer than it appeared on camera.
Yeah. I mean, on camera that was like seconds,
Yeah.
but yeah.
In practice, there was an awful lot of faffing.
So on my 4th go, this is probably going to do me right over, and when it does, I'm going to get really grumpy.
Okay.
But I'm going to go for it anyway. So Grandan is going to charge.
Oh, who's he going to charge?
Ghostbusters! So he's going to charge onto that objective number 4.
Oh, yeah.
If you would be so kind.
You'll be pleased to know I didn't pick up distraction while I was fiddling about.
Yes, I'd swear mightily. So Grandan rolls 2 hammers and does 3 damage, so it is enough to one-shot Basher, unless you've got any cards in there. So I need hammers.
Normal service is resumed.
Yeah, it would appear so. I mean, what are the odds? I've got to roll hammers or crits. I've got a 50-50 on both dice. It's like a 75% chance of getting a success of some kind, and yet I can't roll a poxy thing.
But on the plus side, I picked hidden paths and not distraction when I was doing the Bag of Tricks. If I picked distraction, you'd have been really, really pissed off at me.
I'm not sure I can get much more pissed off. I can't hit the broadside of a barn with anything. Only when it matters, because if I roll them again now, right? 2 hammers, see? Because that's how my luck
Just give up and
rolls.
go home if I were you.
I think I will. I think I'm just going to... We're just going to change the channel. We're not going to do dice
Just
games
give me me.
anymore. It's just going to be Robin playing with himself. We might make a bit more money. We might not. I'm not really sure. We might move over to camming. We'll have to see how we go. Onto the power step. I have nothing to do. On to the end phase.
And did I go first? I did, didn't I?
You did.
So I have scored Extreme Flag.
How bizarre! And maybe another card?
And
Escalation?
escalation, yes, because my shenanigans with the Pact.
Shenanigans. So that's
So
another
that's
4 glory.
That's 4. And I also scored Blooded,
Oh, nice.
which means because all of my people are injured.
Yep.
Which is why it was important I didn't take the tokens off Gurzag, in case I
Yes.
forgot then that he was injured. So that's 5. So that's all 3 of them scored. I'm going to put Rising to the Challenge on Bonecutter, which is the one who gets +1 dice for attack, +1 wounds and +1 attack dice if
I kill Gurzag.
Gurzag's dead.
Yep.
Which is possibly unlikely now. Going to keep the other 2.
Okay, so you're drawing up all your objectives and 3 power cards.
Yeah.
So I have scored Supremacy. I get 3 for that.
Well done.
I'm going to get rid of Shining Example because you killed her. And I'm going to keep my last card. And I'm going to draw up 4 power cards. I'm going to keep my other power cards as well. So 4 power cards and 2 objectives. Hokey do. So it's time to go. Robin rolls for the Oryx in round 3. Oh, just 2 singles.
2 singles. So crit.
Okay.
Be good for you, and not so good for me. Oh,
Right.
you got 1.
So I am going to go first. Okie dokie. Now for my first go, I'm going to take a swing at Gurzag with Shond.
Go, go, go.
So normally 3 swords, but now it's 2 swords because of your scary armour. Can't remember what it's called. Horrifying armour.
Horrifying armour.
So it's 2 swords and it does have cleave.
Oh.
There's a hammer.
Here it starts. Come on.
Hey, a crit!
Crit.
Hooray!
So
you need a crit
I can re-roll it.
to re-roll it.
I've already done that once, haven't I? It'd be a bit unfair to do that again.
So shield doesn't count
to me.
or doesn't help.
And
No!
assist. So
Wow.
I've done
Okay,
2
so
damage.
2 damage, and I've scored what armour?
Hey, what
Hooray!
armour?
What armour?
What armour? So Gurzag is down
I'm
to
going to push you back.
how many? He's got
He's got more
5
wound
wound
tokens than
He's got
anybody
5
else.
wound tokens on him, and he's still got 2 wounds left.
Jesus. Okay. And into the power step, I'm going to play Transfixing Stare on him.
Ooh! So it means
He cannot charge
He
or
can't.
move or anything. He's got a move token on him now.
Oh, you get.
Yes, finally. Something's going my way.
Oh.
And I pick up a new card. Nothing in my power step right now. And as a slight aside, I don't think it matters mostly who you're up against at all. I think Transfixing Stare is going to end up on the bar list really soon.
Do you think?
I think so. It's great against Mollog anyway, because it really does stop him quite a bit, but it's even better. It's good against everyone.
I'm actually going to play something in your power step.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, I'm going to play Sidestep.
I'm going to play Go Away and Leave Me Alone.
Okay. Yep, so my first activation, I am going to attack with my man Gurzag. And I'm going to miss. I need hammers, and I missed completely.
The power of Pete compels you!
Yeah.
You've got my luck. I've got your luck. I'm not giving it back.
So in my power step, I'm going to play Soul Trap on Gurzag.
Ooh. He does not want to die.
No.
I have nothing to play at the moment.
Okay, and then I'm going to play Distraction
Ooh.
on Grundon.
Okay. So he takes another wound. Ouchie. He's not dead yet. But he's only got 1 wound left. So on to my second activation, and I'm going to charge with Shond to get him away from Gurzag. And he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Rawk. I'm going to chop you up. So Sean rolls 3 swords. He's not next to a horrible looking Gurzag, so he rolls all 3 of them. And he needs swords, as I said. And it's 2 damage with cleave. Oh, just one.
Just one.
But you do need a crit.
Oh, because you've got cleave. No.
Oh, so that's 2 damage.
2 damage. He's still alive.
Not enough to kill him, and I will push him back.
Going to here or to there?
Right into the corner, I think.
Okay.
And onto my power step. I've got nothing to do. Is there anything in my power step for you?
I'm going to play Hidden Paths. I'm going to teleport Bonecutter all the way over here.
Right there?
Yes, he has a move token on him now, doesn't he?
He does indeed. I think the dog might be about to get the chop. Which I guess happens to most dogs at some point. I still have nothing to do in my power step. I am vaguely tempted to put an upgrade on Gruul, because then he'll be inspired and he'll get 2 dodges. That kind of feels like it would be a silly thing to do. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
So my turn, my second activation, is it?
Yep.
I am going to attack with Bonecutter. So its Bonecutter is 2 hammers.
Uh-oh.
3 damage.
You only need to do 1 though. Oh my word!
Curse of the Peat.
The curse of Pete has
probably
struck
just stop
you.
playing this game altogether, because my dice rolls aren't great. I know I have had better luck than yours, but they're not peerless by any stretch of the imagination.
It's ironically as well, I do want you to kill someone because I've got martyred.
Oh, okay.
Just kill somebody. Power step.
Power step. I'm going to play Invisible Walls.
So I can only move people 1 hex.
Yes.
So in your power step, I'm going to use Spores of Battle.
Ooh.
And I'm going to play. I'm going to put the Mutating Maul on Olo.
Ooh.
Solely for the reason to inspire him.
Okie dokie.
Because now he rolls 3 swords and does 1 damage, but has cleave. So onto my turn, I'm going to charge with Olo. So you can only move 1 to there.
Mm-hmm.
But that is enough because he has range of 3. 3 swords and single assists. And cleave. Oh!
That's enough to kill him.
That is enough to kill him.
Oh, I've killed a Bonecutter.
I get another glory for that. That does me over a little bit. And in my power step, I am not going to do anything.
I am going to do nothing in your power step. I haven't got any cards to do anything with. So
There's one good thing about using them all.
My third activation, I'm going to remedy that situation by drawing a card.
And in your power step?
I'm going to put Deathly Fortitude on Gurzag.
Okay.
So he's back up to 4 wounds now.
He's not going anywhere anytime soon, at least.
Yep.
On to my 4th activation. And this might or might not work, but I'm going to pick up I'm going to get rid of an objective.
Ooh.
Well, what's the score actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Plays 9.
Plays about 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh god, I know I'm not going to get what I want now then. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of an objective. I'm going to get rid of Martyred.
Ooh.
Because can't score it because I just killed someone. And I'm going to pick up a new one. And I am not going to get that. Power step, I have nothing to play.
Make a charge action with Basher just onto there. Basher hits with 3 swords.
Uh-oh.
So, no.
Cool.
What do you want me to do?
That's fine, you can keep it. You can keep that.
You sure?
Yeah. I have a Dark Destiny.
Oh.
I'm going to play as a reaction. So, if I can roll a shield or a crit, I take no damage. Nope, so Grundan is dead. So you get another glory for that one.
You went first, didn't you?
I did.
I haven't
so
got any power step, got no power cards.
I have. Nope, I have nothing to do either, so on to the end phase. I scored Master of War for 1. Sadly, I picked up Advancing Strike, which I can't score. The other cards I had in my deck were Get Thee Hence, which I couldn't score, Chosen Champion, which I couldn't score, or Escalation, which I could have scored. Escalation was the next card down. Had I got that, I would have also then scored Superior Tactician, but I've only got 5, so that's it for me. That's all I got. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think you already have 10, don't you?
I think I do with that kill at the end. I was terrified of you killing Gurzag because I have Shining Example.
Nice. So
not only do I have Shining Example, he's my one with 3 on, so it means I score Chosen Champion.
Nice.
which means I score 6, which means I score superior tactician.
So that's another slapping. So you scored 5 there at the end?
At the end, 1, 2. And I was right, shall I switch my objectives and take out superior tactician? Not superior tactician. One of them, the shining example, because I might have still got something I could have scored. Change of tactics, I wouldn't have scored that. So it's a good job I didn't do that.
No, I mean, you had...
Actually, I probably could have scored that if I'd done it earlier. And 2 done to die, I wouldn't have scored that.
But you... I mean, I don't see why you would have changed any of the objectives you got.
I was really worried that you would kill Gurzag. So if you kill Gurzag...
But once he had 4 wounds on him,
I was lucky I got Deathly Fortitude. I
have just realised as well that I scored supremacy with the dog, and the dog can't hold objectives.
Oh, no.
Now, Jagathra hadn't moved, so I could have. Had I known, I would have just put Jagathra on there instead. Yeah. So I don't think that made a great deal of difference in the end.
No,
but anybody
use her again, I don't think.
No, I don't think I've moved her since or whatever.
You threw? Actually, you might.
I threw with her on the first turn, but either her or Ollo could have gone on both of those two. And in the second phase,
you got the second turn, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Ollo's barely moved.
Yeah, so I don't think that makes a difference overall. So anybody who's been screaming at the camera or at the screen for the last 30 minutes or whatever, yeah, sorry about that. But overall, I'm not sure that made any difference.
I don't think so.
That was at least, well, up until the last turn, that was a closer game. Then you scored, was it 5?
Yeah.
So you've got 15?
Yeah.
So 15 plays 9 or 10? 10, so that's not too bad. And if you hadn't got one of those, you wouldn't have scored. Would you have scored Superior? No, you would have scored Superior Tactician anyway,
no,
wouldn't
you?
I needed
it.
You needed both of those, did you?
I needed both.
You're such a jammy Oh dear. Well, what can you do? That's just the way it goes. I couldn't quite get that last card out. So I'm not really sure. What was your tactic in that game?
Defensive Aurochs.
So you were just going to wait for me to come to you the whole way?
Yeah, I've got extreme flank. I've got skirting danger in there, which didn't come out. Escalate. Just basically passive glory.
So basically, putting the boards the way I did was perfect for you.
Yes.
And had I always do that every time. I did that. Everything. It all. Sake.
I don't know whether it made a massive difference.
Well, I would have probably been able to get more charges off on you. I would have been able to get more in your face.
Maybe.
I mean, you would have been in my face as well. Oryx still can do damage and stuff.
I'm going to say, yeah, that's the good thing about Oryx, especially playing these guys, because that's what I was worried about when I made the deck. I thought this is great against offensive warbands. Not great, but I know what to do against offensive warbands. But against other passive warbands, it might be a bit tricky.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, if you were coming up against like an objective-y sort of storm,
I was worried about
an objective-y Sepulchral Guard.
I was worried about keys really badly.
Yeah.
But the good thing about them is because they're quite brittle, so the orcs can still take them down.
I didn't get most of my. The other problem I had was in my first turn I had 4 ploys and 1 upgrade, which is great for anybody else except for the people who need upgrades to inspire. Yeah. And then the second time round, I think I ended up with two upgrades and 3 ploys, and one of the ploys was, I can't remember. It wasn't anyway.
I didn't know whether the deck
I didn't get great strength, which is what I wanted to try and up my guys' damage. I didn't get light armour to help me roll more dice. Didn't get acrobatics to make me more survivable. I didn't get shade glass sword, which was to help me do more damage.
I've got dark darts because that's got cleave on it. But
yeah.
I mean, I whiffed the cleave early on. It was a bit of a gamble.
I did wonder about taking dark darts, but then I realised that Ollo inspired rolls 3 swords and has cleave and does 1 damage, so he ends up with dark darts.
Yeah,
so you could just put another upgrade on him, like light armour, and then he's rolling 4 dice. So it doesn't. Yeah, it's not as much of a point. Assuming Ollo's still alive, of course. Whereas dark darts can be played on anyone. I can't say I had terrible luck in that game. The dice were not too bad. Weren't terrible.
You missed at key moments, but then I missed at key moments. There's a couple of times when I rolled 2 swords. When I needed not 2 swords.
Yes, and a defensive / passive warband does better if the dice rolls are crap, because you just want to survive. So attacking's a bonus, but if you don't hit, you're going after more passive things anyway. So
yeah, I just wanted to try. I'd heard a few people talking about defensive Aurochs. I just wanted to try them and see whether they worked. But I'm not very good at things like there's cards like the ones where they all have to be all together, and the ones where they don't move. I'm not very good at that. I want to move and stuff, so I haven't got those. I haven't got those in the deck.
They can be a problem as well because there's only 4 of them. So if a couple die, there's a lot of 3 or more.
There are. Yes, that was something else I was worried about. Was 3 or more. I was blooded. Was 3 or more, but that's where your whiffing dice rolls helped me.
Had I killed Basher when I charged him with Rundown and managed to miss massively, then you wouldn't have got that. You wouldn't have got another objective. You wouldn't have got Superior Tactician at the end because you wouldn't have got 6. But there's too many other factors to really. I
might have done because I'd have cycled through.
Possibly,
I had.
Well, you've had one less activation, so you could have got rid of a card and picked something up. Or
well, I had change of tactics in there, which I would have scored in the 3rd turn. If you see what I mean, because it's not too difficult to pick up.
It's interesting how this would play off in a best of 3 as well, because now I know that your main task is sit back. How would that fare? It's that thing again if you're playing an objective deck against someone and they know what you're going for.
I don't know, it's reasonably hard to stop. You've still got to kill me to stop a lot of the, apart from Supremacy, you haven't got to kill me, but you haven't got very many movement ploys in your hand.
No.
So you'd struggle. You'd struggle to stop.
If I got to place the board, I would put them full on against each other, and then I would possibly always let you go first. So you'd have to start moving people in position earlier, and then I'd try and use attacks to push you away from the edge. Whereas normally your attacks are to push people into the edges. I'd actually want to go the other way against
which is tricky because you've got to come down.
Can be a bit
side.
tricky. You have to come into the side.
And I have got a few push ploys to push them back again. So
yeah. So that was an interesting game. That I don't think the hunt did as badly. My cards stymied me a little bit. I didn't get the ones that I wanted to, but that's how deck building games work. And I'm not sure if there's anything I could have done differently there. I'm not sure if there's much I would have done differently there.
I mean, from knowing what I had in my hand, you probably should have attacked Gurzag with Shond at the point at which you if you killed him, then as it was, you missed anyway. But if you killed him, no, you didn't. You killed Bone. No,
I didn't, because Bonecutter jumped over here.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, you killed Bonecutter over there.
Had I gone after Gurzag instead,
I would have been in a bit more trouble.
Yes, and at one point he did only have 2 wounds left, so
he did.
There was a small chance that I could have killed him with Shond. But I think at that point I thought I don't want to stay near him because if I miss, then Shond's going to get his head chopped off.
Exactly.
However, had that happened, I'd have scored Martyred, and then I would have possibly scored Superior Tactician at the end.
Yeah.
So it could have been a completely different game that way. But I thought, no, I'll be clever. I'll move away from Gurzag because he can't attack anyone because he can't move. So let's not be stupid here.
Martyrd's a funny card, isn't it? It's kind of like you end up wanting to somebody killed. I mean, it's been massive for you. I don't know if you score 5 objectives, so if you score if I killed the dog or Shond, did I have one shot on Shond? I did, didn't I? I missed them both.
Yeah.
If I did kill him at the end,
I'd already killed someone, and unfortunately, I had to go for it there as well because he was standing there and he could attack again and again.
That's the problem with Martyr. Do you what do you do? Do you hold on? I think I was holding on to it in one of our goblin game.
Yeah, when I couldn't get
this is ridiculous.
But I couldn't get the fanatic to do anything.
This is ridiculous. That's when I pushed your guys into the lethal hexes.
Yes,
I got a lethal hex wound again, but I didn't get to take anybody out.
You didn't, but it helped.
Yeah,
because how much damage does Basher do when he's inspired? 2. So you would have killed him anyway without it. So it still didn't do anything.
It just meant that I pushed him into there basically because it just meant if you attacked either of these, I suppose you could have come around the back actually, but you meant you couldn't come straight on. You'd have to. Otherwise, I could push you straight back again.
I think What Armour is hexed for me because whenever I have What Armour, I can never bloody score it, and it just it does my head in.
I've got Armour. I'm not sure it's a good choice for this deck. Actually, there isn't enough cleave options.
Yeah, you've got Hacker, who once he's inspired.
I've got Dark Darts, and that's it.
Dirt, yeah. And if you don't get that out, or Hacker doesn't get it. I mean, you had the cards you could get yourself inspired. You can use lethal hexes to get them inspired as well. So I don't know with the.
There's 3 swords. I'm not sure. It might be just too much of a risk.
Depends on how lucky your dice are for you.
Yeah, it's just I think because then you killed him. I think I imagined he wouldn't be up front and then charging, so I imagined he would be. You would attack, and therefore.
Yeah.
I was partially expecting you to play Moloch or something a bit more aggressive.
Well, I played aggressive.
Well, not aggressive.
I played aggressive hunt.
Yeah, I don't know. You played an aggressive hunt.
I am an aggressive hunt.
Who knows?
But yeah, I I didn't get the I had lots of the cards that helped me roll some extra dice and stuff. And I guess I was lucky because I got transfixing stare out, so Gurzag couldn't do anything.
Yes, because I had hidden paths, and actually that was the first thing I was going to do, was teleport him out of the way, down there, out of harm's way, so that you couldn't kill him. Yeah. And the first thing you did was make him so I couldn't use hidden paths. Yep. And then that put me on tenterhooks, because if I put him right back down in that corner over there,
over here somewhere,
he'd have been a lot safer.
He'd have been much harder to kill, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And once again, Ready for Action hasn't paid off for me. I'm sure, I know I've said before that I've never had Ready for Action pay off for me, and I'm pretty certain since then I've never had a situation where I've used it and gone, oh, brilliant, finally Ready for Action's played it for me. So I think Ready for Action's a rubbish card.
It's supposed to be the best card of the game, but I'll supposedly get rid of it.
Supposedly. So there we go. That was, I don't think that was a bad game. It was up until the end, because if you hadn't have scored one of your objectives, or if something had come off slightly different, you wouldn't have got about 5 glory in one go there, and it would have been 10-all then. Yeah. And I would have won because I had the objective. So no, it was a draw then as well, because we both got one objective. So
you can't hold them to Underworld.
Well, the dog wouldn't have been on it then. It would have been Jagathra or Olo instead.
Would it? Would it now? Yeah. I might have hit and he'd be dead.
Might be, but he didn't hit, so God knows. It was a little bit close, at least. It was a bit more down to the wire, so yes, I can't be too miserable about that, but I'm still going to be. Because it's about 6 games in a row I've lost now. So anyway,
I think you might find I'm the best in the world in this meta.
I think you are. Yeah, in your local tournament circuit.
I'm going to write a blog post about it.
I think you should.
Yeah.
So do let us know if you spotted any other rules or things that we've missed, and aside from the obvious things, if there are any other tactics you might suggest or you enjoy employing with the hunt or with Gurzag, then do let us know. Otherwise, we shall see you next time. Bye!